I'll just pop in and let him know.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Good evening, welcome to NXTGEN Season 15. This is the Modern Touring Cars. It's the halfway point of the season. It's round number 6 of 12. We're here at Ruapuna Park GP in New Zealand, and it's always a cracking circuit. Joining me for qualifying commentary is Jack, because he's been a bit of a naughty boy and he's got a qualifying ban.
Hi everyone. In my defence, it was an accident.
Yeah, to be fair, it was. I can vouch for him on that one, but
can I give a quick overview?
Yeah, you carry on, mate.
Basically, what happened, for those that didn't watch last week, I sort of missed my braking point from the Astra and sort of nudged more than anything into the back. It was Bruce Lee, wasn't it? Bruce Lee Harding I hit the back of, and Bruce did really well to save it. And to be fair, most people would regard it as a racist, but I'm quite strict with the penalties that we have in the TCs and the Group A ones, and I thought, and the Clios for that matter, and I thought, well, I might have given someone else a qualifying ban or something for that, so it's worth upholding the rules for that one. So that was my reasoning.
Anyway, Junior's having very big troubles on cold tyres through Ruapuna Park. Quick run through, we've got Shadow Stalker, Burnt Fry, Adam Morris, Jack's in the pits, and he's not coming out. Scooby G, Tro, Tim, Johnny, Jamie, has the Baz, Royston in the same blinking colour scheme apart from the wing mirrors, DY House 7, Fraser, Lightblade, and obviously Ginge in his BMW. Quick overview of the standings whilst they're all going around on their first laps. Scooby G leads this league on 93 points from Fraser on 79. Jamie is on 69. Ginge on 63. Jack is on 48. D Whitehouse 44. Lee on 43, who's not doing the league anymore. He's withdrawn. Omega's on 40. Johnny 36. Has the Baz is on 33. Lightblade is on 31. Bruce Lee, who's not racing tonight, 19. Shadowstalker at 16. Cam is on 15, and his name's spelled wrong on the league tables. Lee can enjoy that one. Boyrax is on 15, Burnt Fry 15, Royston 14, Tro246 13, along with Adam Morris on 13, and Brewster 71A, who I haven't seen around for a while, is on 11. That's about as quick a rundown as you'll ever get in a 5-minute qualifying.
True, to be honest, I've been watching Adam Morris on board. That BMW on relatively cold tyres is looking pretty sketchy, and fair play to Adam, he's just slowed down then from running quite wide, but I thought he'd lost time anyway, so well played, Adam. Nice to see.
Yeah,
everyone respecting the track limit rules.
Let's see, let's go on board with Jamie as Ginge goes very wide again out of the Southern Salvage S's. I'm going to go on board with Jamie. If you want to, Jack, as well. Do you want to take us through a lap of Ruapuna?
Where is Jamie in the standings?
He is 12th at the moment, if you're quick.
Gotcha. Right, here we go then. Let's go on board with the Jamie. So here we go now. He's got traffic in front of him in the form of Ginge, which is going to really frustrate him as we come down into this really difficult, tricky sort of third, second gear left-hander. Look how late he is on the brake compared to Ginge. He's down to second gear, missed the apex. I think more because Ginge is right in front of him. There's not what else he can do. Now we come into this flip left, which if you get it right, you don't actually have to brake for. You can just lift off, coast in, power back out. I'm on board with the roof cam. This is a horrible left-hander in the Astra. Be a little bit better in the Merc, and as you can see, hooks it in brilliantly well. Now we're coming up to this horrible little sequence of corners in any car, not just my Astra. You got this really tight right-hander, which you don't know whether to go second in. Then you got the left, which is sort of third. You can see Ginge in front just struggling to hang on. Third gear, maybe even second in the Astra around the right-hander. Jamie's done it in third. As we now come into probably the best part of the track, just this really quick right-left. Flick the girl on the inside. Jamie nails it perfectly. He's 1.4 up on his time. And he flicks it again. Runs a touch wide. Will he lift off? Naughty Jamie. As we come into the final corner, this is killer on the tyres. As he comes around, he's run a bit wide. I think traffic affected lap, we could call that one. He will go quicker. He'll probably nip into the top 5.
Who's fifth?
Yes.
There you go, a lap of Ruapuna.
And he's just been overtaken by Scooby G, and Ginger spun off as well. And that's the end of that lap. Scooby G's just done 24.4 as well.
Yeah, that's quick around here. I tell you what, Ginger's lap looked very, very sketchy, and he's managed to pull out a 24.9 to go second so far.
The even more, I would say, impressive thing is how quick that the BMWs are around here. I mean, we know that Whitford won here a few seasons back in the BMW against the McGann, so we know that the BM's going to have the advantage. The Mercedes is sort of in the hands of Fraser anyway. It's right up there, and Adam Morris. Actually, no, sorry, Adam's in the BMW. It's Jamie. So you're looking at those two as your front Merc drivers. Then you're going to come. Oh, Lightblade's gone very, very wide into the wall. But you're looking at the other cars and you're thinking the Astra has got no chance.
But it's still. I'm surprised because it's a cornering sort of track, so I'm surprised really. As Adam Morris goes third, and Fraser can't do anything about it.
Yeah, the problem with the Astra, such as Ginge practices some starts, is that it's good in the mid-speed corners. It cannot do slow second gear corners properly. It struggles to gain any form of traction, as you will find out as I start to scramble around shortly after this.
Yeah, I mean, we drove this circuit in the Caterham 7s, and that was absolutely brilliant fun. And as the BMWs are experiencing, the back end does come out quite a lot. As we have a look quickly at the qualifying, I think I'll let you go, Jack, get ready for the race. Thank you for joining me. The front row then, Scooby G and Ginge. Row number 2, Adam Morris and Fraser. Row 3 is Jamie and Has the Baz. Row 4, Lightblade and D Whitehouse 7. Row 5 is Johnny and Royston. Row 6 is Tim and Burnt Fry. Row 7, Shadowstalker, Tro246. And on his own on row number 8, in 15th place, Jack 1053 Synopsis with his qualifying ban. This is going to be interesting. It's a great circuit. I personally love Ruapuna Park. 2.069 miles. And it's just full of corners, full of potential overtaking opportunities. Which is always the best thing. As we await the race to get underway. Jack leaves the party, ready to go racing in the Astra. So here we go. We sink in. We have the 3 red lights. We're green at Ruapuna. Adam Morris with either a jump start or one hell of a start. But we're underway. Regardless, Adam Morris has actually gone to the back of the pack. Scooby gets away well. Ginge is in second. The camera catches up as we head into Flexoplast corner for the first time of 14. Good evening, Martin. Hopefully well. Saying this should be an eventful race, he thinks. I think so too. Oh, and there goes Ginge. That's Carnage in the background. That's Burnt Fry. That's also Shadow Stalker. And the action already begins. As has the Baz. A move on Fraser. Some points off in the background. That's one Adam Morris getting past Fry. Oh, maybe it wasn't Burnt Fry. Who was it? It was Royston, actually. Sorry. Beg my pardon. That was a bit of a two-wheel moment for Jack in the Astra. And Tim behind. Was it Tim on two wheels? Could be Tim. Happening to... But we do know is Scooby G does lead from Ginge, from Fraser, from Has the Baz, from Jamie, from DY House, from Lightblade, from Jack, from Waves of Johnny. Carves up Tim. Coming through the Southern Salvage S's. And then runs wide. That's Tro 246 on the outside there. Running very wide. I hate to say this, but that was a little bit rough from Johnny. Just gone in way too fast, clipped the front of Tim, who's perfectly acceptable to be on that outside line. Shadow Stalker looking for a move to 2 Astras. Jack up to 8th currently after starting 15th. It's been a good start from the Astra man. We'll have a look at this. The battle for 12th. Let's go into Flexoplast corner. Round the outside, that is a great move. Shadow Stalker, that is a great move round the outside of the Flexoplast corner on Tro 246. Martin saying that's a great first lap from Jack. It really is. Up into 8th, and he's on the back of Lightblade. On board as we head into the Casino Carousel for the second time. There's someone in the back, I don't know who it is. It's an NGR tag, that's all I know. Yeah, how are you, Martin? It's good to see you again. As Jack goes through the Southern Salvage S's. Burnt Fry has retired here on lap number 2. But Ginge is coming under attack here from Fraser for second place. He's now 1 second behind Scooby G. And Has the Baz looking to the inside of Fraser. Come on, cameraman, catch up. No, doesn't quite do it. Where's Jack? Jack's still on the tail of Lightblade, number 23 machine. Fraser looking to go around the outside. He might just sacrifice his 3rd place here because Has the Baz at the inside. Fraser on the grass. Oh, and a collision coming back onto the circuit. And another one. That is not great, that from Fraser, I'm afraid. And you can see Jamie not happy with it. And nor would I, to be honest. I think that's going to be having a little bit of a look at after the race. Well, that moves DY House 7 to 5th. Where is Has the Baz? Yeah, he's all the way down now into 9th place. But Lightblade on the tail of DY House 7. You got Jack there waiting to pounce. As they all go a little bit wide, but no real time advantage gained. Lightblade 2K18 is the best battle on track right now because he's right behind DY House 7. Into the Flexoplast corner, down the Liquimoly straight. And into Icom corner we go. Hit the brakes as the Euromark corner, this tight hairpin left. And Jack right behind. Up towards Fortin Hogan. Flick right, flick left, into this 90 right. Then you go into the Casino Carousel. Lightblade looking maybe for a run on the inside there. He's actually going to get a good run, and Has the Baz having trouble in the background in 9th. Lightblade does run wide though. He's going to compromise his second, the left-hander, and DYHouse7 immediately back on the inside. Here comes Jack as well, looking to take full advantage as we head into the rock sweeper. Jack down the inside. Oh, and a bump from Lightblade. Yeah, Jack just ran a little bit wide. Lightblade trying to go around the outside, didn't quite see him. A tap on the rear, quite a big tap as well. And that forces Lightblade back up into 6th. Meanwhile, let's go down here because we've got Shadowstalker with Royston. This might be the battle for 12th, but it's still a battle nonetheless, and it is developing. Jamie not quite on the tail yet, fully on Fraser. Well, he could be in a minute. And in the background, Jack has repassed Lightblade, and Has the Baz is now getting on them for good measure. Shadowstalker's had an issue somewhere because he was battling with Royston. He's now down into 14th behind Tro. With the number 23 machine of Jack in the Opel Astra. Here on lap number 5, he's in 6th place. Well, Fraser... Oh, hang on, that's Ginge. He's had a poor exit out the Southern Salvage S's, allowing Fraser to get near the back of him. As Has the Baz. Yeah, near the back, you got Tim and Royston, Tro and Shadowstalker. They provide a bit of action here at the back of the pack. It's brilliant to see the guys at the back having a battle. Oh, what was that from Tro? Almost going for the pit lane there. But Tim under attack from Royston now. This for 11th place. Royston goes down the inside. Nothing Tim can really do about that one. Has the Baz right on the tail of Lightblade right now. And Fraser on the tail of Ginge. Oh, Has the Baz went down the inside of Lightblade, a bit of contact. Luckily all stays the same. But these guys will start to lose time on Jack here. Royston and Tim. Lightblade still keeping Has the Baz at bay in here on lap number 6. Jack running a bit. Oh, Has the Baz clipping the curb. Almost spinning around here on lap number 6. But Fraser starting to lose the tail now, Ginge, as the gap starts to grow. Jamie is about 1.2 behind. Jack is slowly but surely catching DYHouse7 at a very small rate of knots. But Fraser, the main threat right now for Ginge in this race. This championship belonging to Scooby G at the moment is such a widespread. I don't think I've ever seen a TC league this spread out in championship standings terms. Someone taking a drive through in the back there? Shadowstalker maybe? Bit of a weird one. But Fraser is all over the back of Ginge until we hit a straight. And meanwhile that's going on. It's a little train of cars. Jack still trying to get on the back of DYHouse7 here to have a crack. Fraser into the rock sweeper. Looking for a good exit. Because we know the BMW quick in a straight line. Lap 7 we're on. So we now head towards lap number 8. See the puffs of smoke. So has the pass. Has got past Light Blade now. As they head into the Flexoplast corner. Up ahead, Jack down the inside, and again gets hit from behind. It's the second time that Astra's been rear-ended. Take that as you will. But Jack now in the top 5. DY House 7 just about hanging on against Has the Baz there for 6th. Rates are still on the back of Ginger. But Scooby is getting away. And DY House 7, this chain of 4 cars, it could become 5 if Johnny gets on the back of them. I don't know what Fraser's really searching for out there. Maybe trying to force Ginger into an error, but I don't think from that far back he will. On the straight. Oh, that's very quick into turn 1. That is too quick into turn 1. Martin saying, unfortunately, that's what happens with a quick driver coming through the pack. Yeah, it does happen, but it's something that probably shouldn't, not to be rear-ended. Mid-corner is not ideal, as Fraser now has Jamie to contend with for top Mercedes dog. Yeah, it's one of those things that probably shouldn't happen. Has the Baz has got past Jack. I don't know how, I don't know where, probably down a straight. But yeah, it's probably one of those things that the car defending the position probably should be a bit smarter, really. Shouldn't is another matter, agreed. Exactly. I still think overtake of the race so far is going to Shadowstalk around the outside of the Flexoplast corner at turn 1. DY 7 defending from Light Blade. Meanwhile, Jamie having a look. I say having a look, he's just following Fraser at the moment here on lap number 10. Jack is losing time to the BMW of Has the Baz. Not as much as I thought he would, to be honest. Still doing 136, 137 miles an hour down the main street into the Flexoplast corner. Through the Icon corner they go, and towards the Euromark corner. Jamie still in 4th, will stay back with this train, which seems to be getting longer, as there's Adam Morris and Johnny having a scrap in the background. Adam Morris into 9th place. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, Johnny. Too much curb, and the car goes round in the air on 2 wheels. As we go through the Euromark corner, DY House 7 looking on Jack for a potential move into the rocks, but it's not quite going to work. Fraser still ahead of Jamie. They're all changing that one, but Jack's got a good run coming out of the Roxy, but it should defend him. I mean, what does the BMW get? We know Jack's Astra gets to 137 in slipstream, 135 for the BMW, 137. Yeah, Jack is actually going as quick as that BMW in a straight line. That's impressive from the Opel team. Gradually getting their act together and getting that car sorted, I think. Probably not, because it's project cars too. But Jack is doing well here. He's in 6th place, defending from DY House 7, and looking to potentially move further up. on Has the Baz, but Has the Baz is now starting to get away. 1.0 seconds in to the good for Has. Probably puts Jack now out of contention for that top 5 place. $14 runners so far. Oh, someone's, I think it might be Tim, just sitting on the outside of the final corner, allowing everyone to go past to lap him as DY House 7 down the inside of the rock sweeper. Move complete, 6th place for DY House 7. Jack now is just starting to struggle a little bit. Jamie's still in 4th. I just casually checked that because obviously it's just got NGR tags, and Adam Morris down the inside of Light Blade into the Flexoplast corner. Lovely move down the inside, nothing Light Blade could do. He moves up into 8th place and will be attacking Jack next here on lap number 12. Jack runs slightly wide, but nothing major. Just the right-hand wheels on the grass, not really where the grip is. As the closing stages. Martin, who would be your driver of the day, and would you agree that Shadowstalker gets overtake of the race? That's important questions to be asked in this race, obviously. As we watch Jack continuing to drive that Astra as fast as he possibly can. It looks like Ginger's made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped time to Fraser, but not enough really for Fraser to get involved. As we head on to the penultimate lap here at Ruapuna Park. And Fraser again, a lock-up. Just hear the engine revs dull immediately as it locks up, going into the Flexoplast corner. Meanwhile, Jack's got his mirrors full of BMW with Pirelli written all over it. And DY House 7 giving up position, maybe cutting the corner a little bit, lifting off. He stops Adam Morrison getting past though, which is good to see. Jack maybe with a thank you there. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree actually with Scooby G right now. He's driven flawlessly tonight. As he looks for another win in the Group A, in the modern touring cars. Yeah, Martin, if you want, go back and have a look at Shadowstalker's move into turn 1. It was a great effort. Round the outside of that turn 1, so the one that goes flick left into medium left, he went round the outside of Tro 246, which is not an easy thing to do. Jamie there in 4th still. Jack as we go on to the final lap. Scooby G. Adam Morris wide. And Lightblade into the wall. Oh, Adam Morris jumped the start. That's why he's doing his drive through now. So that takes him out of the equation. And Lightblade looking on Jack here for 6th place. Not Lightblade, DY House 7. Looking to retrieve his 6th place back, and he spun it on turn 1, and he's going to lose the place to Lightblade. Oh, and a collision with Johnny. That's not great sense of direction there from DY House 7, not really paying attention almost. So now goes trundling across the grass. So that means Jack's got a nice cushion to work with. But this is your leader, and he's driven a flawless drive. He's led from start to finish as he heads towards the rock sweeper. As long as I don't jinx him and he bins it now. Through the rock sweeper. Put the power on, and it will be Scooby G who takes the win at Ruapuna Park for round number 6. Is a good booster for the half season. Ginge finishes 2nd with Fraser 3rd, Jamie 4th. Has the Baz will come home 5th, and a nice little recovery drive by him after the earlier incident. Jack 1053 Synopsis comes home in 6th. Lightblade 2K18 will come home in 7th. Maybe to Johnny in 8th. D Whitehouse 7 will come home in 9th place for the battle he went through. Adam Morris comes home in 10th place, top 10 after a drive-through penalty. Good stuff by him. Tim has already finished, he is in 14th. Royston coming around the rock sweeper, he's going to claim 11th place. Tro 246 will come home in 12th in his Astra. And Shadowstalker DBS will come home in 13th place. And welcome back, Jack.
Hello.
Hello. That was an interesting race. Good drive.
It was. Thank you.
Good drive. Unfortunately, not quite drive of the day, I'm afraid.
That's fair.
Scooby gets that for his flawless effort, as he does win here at Ruapuna Park from Ginge. Fraser, Jamie has the Baz. Yourself, Jack, Lightblade, Johnny, DI House Evan, Adam Morris, Royston, Tro, Shadowstalker, and Tim at the back. Yeah, some good overtakes made. Also, Shadowstalker gets my overtake of the night.
Alright.
He went round the outside of turn 1, round Tro.
Oh, impressive.
So that is overtake of the race, and quite possibly the night. Yeah, very good race. Obviously, Scooby flawless as ever. No mistakes, kept on it. Fraser had chances at Ginge and he couldn't quite take them. Although there were a couple of incidents during the race.
Ah, right.
So,
Any involvement myself?
No, I think you're fine from what I saw anyway.
Hey.
But no,
it was a difficult race out in the Astra. It was really tough.
Well, it looked like interesting fact for you. You were doing the same speed as the BMW down the straight.
It got there quicker though. That was the problem.
No, it didn't.
Really?
Really?
I was struggling a little bit with the front right tyre. Well, I say struggling a bit. It was going up to about 280 degrees Fahrenheit on the front right corner, which isn't very good. According to the thing, that's what it was saying, which it was absolutely red. But my rear left was actually getting cold.
Yeah.
So I had to deal with that balance all the way through the race.
NGR Martin saying very diplomatic. A few incidents.
Hi Martin, been a while, mate.
Yeah, it's good to see Martin watching the action. To be fair, good to see him still around. But next week, so obviously Ginger's going to be setting up the Clios in a minute. Next week is break week, so no race on the Monday. Possibly a mid-season review. We'll see what happens. But after that, ooh, is it? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, you are.
Is it Turbo Monday around Bannock Bray?
I believe so.
Well, I'm looking at the Clio calendar because it's pretty much the same, but shorter tracks if they're around. So yeah, Turbo Monday, Bannock Bray for the week after. That's going to be chaos, if there was ever a word to describe it.
That was the track for the Astra, if there ever was one.
So yeah, that's in a couple of weeks' time. So do join us for that. As I said, possibly a special in midweek break. We'll see what happens. But next up is the Clios from Ruapuna Park Club Circuit. So this slightly shorter variant. So do join, and that's from my point of view. I'm actually racing. I mean, believe it or not, I do race sometimes, very badly. But yeah, do join me for that one very shortly. But until Bannock Bray, thank you for watching.